what's up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the NECA Alien Romulus Ultimate Xenomorph XX121. So of course you know this is based on the recent Alien Romulus film. Now I do have that film right here on the 4K Blu-ray right here, as you can see. Because you can also see that it even has that same theatrical poster too. So I think that's pretty cool. Now, one of the things I think is pretty cool about this too, oh yeah, and I did get to see Alien Romulus in the theaters too, is that they did do a comic book story that was kind of a prequel to Alien Romulus. They takes place before the events of Alien Romulus, and you did get to see what happened with the, and I guess it's spoiler territory for people who haven't seen Alien Romulus. The actual big chap, you know, that was the alien that was in suspended. They had suspended up at the top of the in the spaceship, where you know the space station Romulus. So that is a particular xenomorph apparently had got loose on the Romulus space station and went on a rampage, killing everybody. Even though we don't see it in the film, but this comic book right here that I have details, and it was just a standalone, a one-issue comic book. It details the events of what happened before Alien Romulus with the big chap alien, you know. But anyway, I'm going to get into this right now. As you can see, this is the box that contains the Xenomorph XX121. And it has a theatrical poster, which I always thought was kind of a cool poster, you know. And you have pictures of the figure right here on the side and the back, just like the usual NECA figures. And it also says, while scavenging the deep ends of a derelict space station, a group of young space colonizers come face to face with the most terrifying life form in the universe. And it says that it includes facehugger, chestbuster, and interchangeable hands. And of course, you know, you open it on up, you can see the Xenomorph, or you say Xenomorph on the inside with the accessory, plus another shot of the figure right there too as well. Oh yeah, and I had ordered this from the NECA store. I also knew that this was already out. I knew this was out what, months ago, but I was noticing that I wasn't really seeing too many people showing it or whatever, in the social media groups I be in. But I knew it was already video reviews for this, you know, cause I was already planning on getting it. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and open this on up right now. Oh yeah, and I don't know if I mentioned I did order this from the NECA store too, by the way. That's where I ordered mine from, and it came right away, you know. So that's why I picked up this particular figure. But it's at other places like a Big Bad Toy Store and so on too as well, you know. Alright. Here's the background that comes with the Xenomorph figure. And you get two trays for this Xenomorph figure too. This is the tray that has the accessories. And then of course you have a tray that has the big chap himself, or you can say Xenomorph SX, what is it, 121. It's pretty cool. I can see already how much slender he is too. He's very thin looking. That's kind of curious. Okay, there's the Xenomorph SX121 figure. So I'm gonna just measure him. I do tell already, like I was saying earlier, you can see how much sleeker it looks, thinner it looks. So yeah, it's around the standard NECA Xenomorph, the Xenomorph figures. It's like 9 inches. See, I talk about the likeness to the film and so on. Well, actually, we don't even see this in the film, but that comic book does detail the events of what happened, in that Romulus space station with the big chap. Once they found it floating out in the fossil, and they got loose on the space station. That comic book details it, but we don't really see that in the film. And it does I heard that it was a deleted scene of that too. But yeah, this is how it looks. Looks pretty cool. So this is really just another version of the big chap, you know, from a NECA. Because this is the big chap, the original 1979 alien, or you can say Ridley Scott's or Xenomorph. So it's pretty cool. Nice looking figure. If anything, like I said, I do some comparisons. You can see how much thinner it looks. Even the alien teeth, the tongue, it looks very thin looking. I'm noticing even the dome. You know, you can see the skull, the alien skull in the dome. That looks kind of different too as well. If I'm not mistaken, it looks it's even kind of damaged, like it had been broke or something. You know, if I'm not mistaken, like cracked. That could be just like the artwork of it though. But yeah, the arms can go up to here. It does have a bend, so you can't bend the alien's arm. Of course, the hands can turn. It does have a bend in the leg. Of course, you know, it has like the wired tail. That's one thing I always thought was kind of cool about the alien figures from NECA, because you can use their tail to like stand them up. I always thought that was kind of cool. And of course, you know, the head can turn like left and right. You can look down, you can look up too as well. So it's a pretty cool looking piece. And I guess if you're like a fan of like the big chap version of the alien, you know, I guess this is definitely like probably like a must-have. You know, I think that's pretty cool. Now the accessories that he comes with. Open these on up. It has like some hands. I think this is kind of cool that NECA is giving us hands for the Xenomorphs now, or the Xenomorphs now. It's kind of interesting, because we don't really typically get hands, but I know even the Scorch one, you know, had those. So yeah, you get like a set of like 6 alternate hands, but it's like a total of like 8 hands if you count the hands that are on the alien or the Xenomorph. So just some of them right here. Then you also get the you get 2 chest bursters too, right here. As you can see, one with the mouth open and one with the mouth closed. Then you get the face hugger too, because this is how the face huggers looked at on Alien Romulus, as you can see. So yeah. Now I want to compare the Xenomorph XX121 Ultimate figure with the NECA Ultimate Big Chap 40th anniversary version. So you know these are like the same creature, where you know alien. But like I was saying, if you look closely, you can like see like the difference in these. Like this rare, it does like the new Xenomorph. It's like thinner than the original like Big Chap, but they are like the same creature. It kind of makes sense when you think about it, because like the Xenomorph, it was already like floating around in space. It got fossilized into that rock before it got on board Romulus. So I bet right there that it probably was like decaying, and so it probably just lost like more weight as it was floating around like in the fossil, you know. So that kind of makes sense. But one of the things I think is kind of interesting about the new Xenomorph, this one right here too, is that it seemed like NECA should have included like the spear gun or the harpoon gun that Ripley had shot into the Big Chap at the end of Alien. Like that should have still been it, because the upcoming suspended lab Xenomorph or Alien, it has the harpoon. It comes with that harpoon that Ripley had shot it to when she had shot it out into space. So I think that's kind of odd that NECA didn't do that with this particular like figure. Like gave us like an interchangeable like chest piece or something. Cause I've seen other companies do that. Like they interchange like the chest piece and had the harpoon in it or the spear in it. So I could see that they had did something like that with this new alien that we get now, but they didn't do that though. So that's kind of curious to why they didn't do that. But still, you can see that this is how they are, you know. Cause I know I can actually straighten the this alien's legs on up, the Big Chap, and they just should be like the same size, you know. But you can't see them more like basically the same. But this one is like much more slender than the original version, even though they are the same like creature, you know. And as you can see, here's the Alien Romulus Ultimate Scorched Xenomorph figure. Now I do have the layers kind of bent on this, but as you can see, this is a much larger creature than the Big Chap figure right now. So you can see how they scale like in comparisons, you know. And this is an awesome figure from NECA, the Scorch one. Very cool looking piece. Hey, there's the NECA Alien Romulus Ultimate Xenomorph XX121. I think this figure is amazing, and again, this is basically just like another version of the Big Chap. And of course, you know, this is based off the Alien Romulus film, which I did get to see in the theaters, and I do have right on the 4K like Blu-ray. But another thing I think is pretty cool too, there's also like this Alien Romulus comic book, which is like a standalone comic, only like one issue. They detail the events of what the Big Chap alien, or they're calling the Xenomorph XX121, the rampage that they went on board the Romulus space station. It's a pretty decent read, you know, and it's cool seeing what was going on with this particular alien, because this is after they found it like fossilized in the rock, and then it kind of came back to life, you know, on the at the Romulus space station, and it went on like a rampage and stuff, which caused everything like the malfunction and blow up and all that kind of stuff, you know. So yeah, I think this is pretty cool read. But in this particular story, this particular Xenomorph, when it's running around, it does have like the harpoon like stuck in it, the spear in it, that Ripley shot in it when it got shot into space at the end of the original Alien film from 1979, you know, Ridley Scott's film. So I think that's pretty cool, and I'm still surprised that NECA didn't do that with this, though. Like included like an interchangeable chest piece or something where you can put like the spear or the harpoon with inside the alien. I'm surprised they didn't do that at all. You know, that's kind of interesting. But I know the upcoming suspended Xenomorph one is hanging. That's like the that was after this one. That was after they had destroyed the alien, because it's like kind of like in pieces, kind of where, you know, it's all. It's dead at that point, basically. That's the one we do see hanging in the film. Now that you do see in the film, like it's hanging up there. That one does come the spear or the harpoon inside of it, so that's kind of interesting. And I do have that on pre-order. It's already apparently on the way. It already shipped out from the NECA store. Oh yeah, and by the way, that was where I picked up this particular Xenomorph 2 was from the NECA store. That's where I ordered it from. So it's available there in like places like Big Bad Toy Store. I'm sure like Entertainment Earth and all them kind of places like that too. But yeah, I would definitely recommend it, you know, especially if you're a fan of like the Big Chap version of the Xenomorph, you know. So anyway, please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.